check. That's weird. Can you hear me now, Kev? Is that me, Kev? Is that, let me, hold on. It's not moving. That's not good. Oh my God. Let me see. Test. I have no sound? How is that even possible? I've been into so many different systems. Oh my goodness. That's worrisome because this system is always ready to go. Oh, I got it. Looks like I got it now. Is it there now? Okay, yeah. Something happened. I see it moving now. All right. Man, I was about to pass out. I was like, man, what are we doing here? Because it's something, that means something big is going to happen. All right. So let's do this. All right. So let's take a look at, can you guys hear me now? It should be good. All right. We can hear you. All right. All right. So we're good now. We're good. All right. So listen. So let's do this really, really quick. I'm going to put myself here over the screen and let's talk about a few things first because what I'm going to show you is going to mess you guys up. All right. So we had a couple of new things drop today. We had Charla drop AI chatbots training your knowledge base. I think this has been here before. We also had this simulate user behavior on all corners of the internet using AI-driven social search engine. What's this called? Currents? Excuse me. This is called Currents. Okay, so we had this drop today as well. Oh, okay, from South California. All right. Got to take a look at that, see what that's about. I had a couple of them drop, but I really wanted to get into one that was part of that. Cinder's been here. Have you guys checked into this one yet? This is not a bad tool. It's not a bad tool. It's one of my sneaky tools. I think the upside on this tool is very, very good. I like that, and I'm trying to deploy it in another way, and I'll have some feedback on that because I have a really good idea on what we're going to do about it. Let's get into the 3,000-pound gorilla. Best ever. Haven't gotten unleashed new marketing strategy. So scroll stopping creative assets with AI generator. And then we have Thrive Desk, customer support with integrated AI. I might probably need to take a look at that as well. Signatures, the signature blocks. Let's talk about this puppy right here. All right, so here we go. So, by the way, I'm going to have the co-founder on the show tomorrow. We're going to dive into this tool. This is Close Leads 24/7 with AI voice agents. Now, I have a confession to make. I got early access to this courtesy of AppSumo. Thank you, AppSumo. And I wanted to sponsor this video in regards to that because once I got into it, I connected with them, connected with the IT, connected with the founder. This tool is stupid. It is really good, right? So, true confession, I have seen this type of tool come here last year. I don't want to talk about other tools right now. I want to focus on this. And what I will tell you is this tool relative or close to that tool, this tool is by far leaps and bounds better than the other tool. Now, the other tool I think you can do, I think their integration with calendars is a little bit better. And I think this particular tool has a Google Calendar connection coming up. I talked to them. I says, hey, you got to get Pabbly Connect. They said, hey, we're going to work on that. So, and they've been pretty good at trying to just try to make sure that they put out the best tool. And again, they can't talk about that because they don't have it. It's not out yet. So AppSumo don't say, hey, we're going to have Google Calendar coming. We're going to have Pabbly Connect coming. They don't allow you to do that if it's not ready. But I've spoken to them, spoken to their IT team. They're going to have Google Calendar coming. And I told them to work on Pabbly because I told them, hey, we don't do all these other ones. You get us Pabbly, we can get our webhooks going and we're good to go. So they thought about that. Now, so let's talk about the setup here first, right? So what you have here is you have These are one-time credits, right? So this is not going to be replenished every month. And I said, well, why? Why are we not doing that? He says, listen, we did the calculation on it. There's no way we would go under, right? If we gave away this many credits a month. And I get that and I understand that. So I'm just letting you know now, once you exhaust these credits, what you're going to get is you're going to get a number, and that's going to be your number. You can buy more numbers from them, but you're going to get, with this LTD purchase, you're going to get the number, and you're also going to get the platform asset itself. So the value in this is, when you look at how much they charge on a monthly basis, that's not including the once you get it on what you're getting from this is you're going to get use of the asset, and wait until you see it in motion. Wait until you see how it works. So you're going to start getting into sub accounts in license 3 and license 4, right? You're going to get more sub accounts. Obviously, you're going to get 30 sub accounts, and you're going to get 30 call credits, and you're going to get 30 agents. So it's 30 different types of agents you can actually train. And I need to talk to the founder. I need to see if that's per sub account. Do I get 30, or is that aggregated? And he'll be on the show tomorrow. Maybe can you guys still hear me? Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Can you guys still hear me? You guys check in, because I'm having these real technical difficulties today, and I didn't know if you guys could still hear me. Hopefully you guys still can hear me. All right. So I know Carlos and Big Kev, I know those are my guys. They'll let me know if I'm out here. All right. So all right. So now what you're going to get is you're going to get the ability for tier 3 at a minimum on this tool. Tier 3 at a minimum on this tool. And the reason why is because you get to do outbound campaigns, right? All right, cool. Thanks, Carlos. All right, thank you guys. So you're going to get to do outbound campaigns, meaning you can upload a spreadsheet and say, make these calls for me. I know, crazy, right? So not only do you get that, you get access to your 11 labs license. You can bring your API over there, and you can pull your voices over from the 11 labs as well, right? This is sick. So Avi's going to be on tomorrow, right? He's going to be on tomorrow. So now, let me see. Now, before we get into this, right? All right. So let me tell you how I envision this working, and why I call this is part of the tools for the ABC hack pack. So let's look at a whiteboard here. So the way this is going to work is you're going to have a Gnome AI, right? So let me do one more here. So just so you, because I've already kind of tested this out already. I've been working on it all weekend just for this ABC pack. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a website or something like that, right? So you can have a website that you can either, two options, you can put your chatbot on the website, right? Or you can have the website allow people. I like my websites where I'm going to get something from you. I'm going to get a name, an email, or something from you. So in this particular case, I'm using it over here on my website over here. Wait a minute. Am I sharing screen? I'm not sharing screen. Hold on, people. So let's talk about it here. Give me a second. Thought I had it, didn't have it. All right. So let me share screen with you. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a website first. So the way you're going to work your website. Hey, Avi, thanks for showing up, man. Hold your questions, guys. I want to show them the play first. So Avi, I appreciate you showing up. Let me show you guys the play first. Avi's a cool guy, cool founder. I really appreciate that. So the way you're going to work this is you're going to have your website first. Now, the way I did this, I have my website first, but for me, I want to get something initially before I'm going to take you even to the next phase. So for me, I'm going with my website here, and I'm going to get your first name and your last name. Two things I can do here. I could take you where I could go ahead and take you and start letting you go interact with my chat bot, or I can try to at least get a name and a first name. I tell you it's a free demo. So I get a first name, last name, then I can have on the submit button, I can take you over to my, you guessed it, my Gnome AI. So this is my Gnome AI. This is because you're going to get the retirement chat. What brings you here to Jenny's retirement um, coach today, right? So the way I've set this up, this is Gnome AI. I'm having people go in here and interact. I've trained Gnome AI to gather as much information as I can from you with the conversation that I have with you. But at the end of the day, I'm offering either one. You can go and schedule an appointment on my calendar, try to find a link to my calendar, or you can schedule it for my AI agent to call you back. So if my AI agent is going to call you back, it's going to call you back from this particular tool, right? So it's going to call you back. And here I have an agent that I think it's Jay that I built, because when you create your agents here, and I'll probably do another video on this, but I just want to give you the vision of the ABC pack. Is when you create an agent here, it says create an agent, you can create an inbound agent, incoming calls, or an outbound agent. So if I want my agent to make outbound calls, I can hit it. I can upload it with a spreadsheet, with a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, and I can say, call everybody on this sheet, or my outbound agent that I create. So I can build a custom agent to do that, right? But what I want to concentrate is on the inbound, the incoming calls. So these are different types of ones. These are already custom built. When you look at them, restaurant booking agent, salon booking agent. That salon booking agent looks very reminiscent of the one that we set up in Gnome.ai. Whereas if you use your SMAT leads, look up the beauty salons, sell them a full solution. You're going to sell them a full solution. If I got 30 salons, let's just say if I use it for 30 salons or 30 booking agents, say I got 30 sub accounts, and I'm charging them, I don't know, $500 a month for this total solution. If they want everything, maybe charge them $750 a month. You just get the picture. Even if I had 30 of them, that's $30,000 a month. If I charge $1,000 a piece, or it's $15,000 a month, you do the math. If I charge them $500 a piece for 30 sub accounts, because what you're going to do is you do a booking agent, then you set that up. Are you guys looking at this? Did I not switch? I didn't switch. Shame on me. I think you guys are like, somebody's supposed to be helping me if I'm switching, if I'm not switching, because I'm doing like 100 things here. So let me show you. So I have that site. So then let me switch to this one. And so this is where they will interact with next. So if they come over to, they leave the retirement track page, the landing page, and they come over here and they start interacting with my bot. Like, can you really help me retire? This is Samantha. She's thinking, thanks for reaching out. Before we dive in, I want to remind you, put a little disclaimer there. Yeah, we can help you. But the way this is designed to do, and look, I got it here. It says, hey, but if you want to interest, you can call Jay, right? And then you call Jay, you can do that. And then what you're basically doing is you're calling my agent over here, Jay. You're calling Jay, right? That's basically what you're doing, because Jay is my inbound caller. I mean, so when you set up your, let me see if I'm still sharing here. All right, cool. All right. So when he calls Jay is an inbound agent, right? He is his role, Jay's role. That's going to be his actual role. That's what he's going to do. So when you come here and set up your agents, you can create agents here, and you can set up inbound agents or outbound agents. I want them, if they want to, from the chat, call in and set an appointment. When you call Jay is set up to pre-qualify you. it's to ask you some different numbers. I have it if they tell you their wealth is greater than $500,000, then yeah, they're qualified, and offer them an invite for the calendar. If they tell you, hey, I only have 100,000 in retirement assets, then offer them more coaching through the chat bot, or offer them a plan through my perfect retirement blueprint. But if they want to meet with me, then I'm going to pre-qualify them. If they have at least $500,000 in assets, then I definitely want to get them on my calendar. But Jay, my agent here, is going to qualify them to do that. So the way this works, and I think I showed it to you guys earlier. I think I wasn't sharing the screen, but the way this works is you can build custom agents. These are already templates: salon booking, restaurant, credit card, so on and so forth. So those are incoming. Then you could have an outbound agent as well, right? Or you can build a custom agent. So when you build your custom agent, you can give them a name, and you can tell them what data you want them to extract. So let's do one here. Let's call him Peter, agent name here. He's going to be working for retirement chat as well. He speaks English. Goal is to qualify and get appointment. That's his primary goal. Qualify, get appointment. And he is going to, you've already seen inbound. Let's look at outbound. Qualify, get appointment. And then, because these are just custom agents you can have. So when I say you have to get them, when I say custom agents inbound, outbound, they will make outbound calls for you, or they'll receive inbound calls. It really depends on what agent you set up. So this is an outbound. We want him to make calls. We'll go save and next here. What I want you to do, I want you to get in your call, I want you to get the customer name plus here. I want you to get customer email, and I want you to get customer savings, estimated savings, retirement savings. I also want you to get retirement time horizon, right? Those are the things I want you to get out of that phone call. So when you do that, that's what I want you to get from that. So I'll go save here, outbound. He's going to call. So I basically can upload him a data sheet, and he will make the outbound call, set the appointments to qualify, get appointments. That's what he's going to do. So that's his role, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to create his client profile, what he's going to do, what is he going to say, how is he going to carry on, right? And they're going to do all that. They're going to get this background and so on and so forth. So, all right. So use the different voices here. We'll use Adam's voice. They're giving me Marcus here, so I'll go Marcus. We'll save that. And so that did that. That was one of the weird things. I was like, hey, why is it giving me? So it's giving you the background. This is just a template. It just does a template. You could change the customer profile. If you really wanted it to be Sam or Peter, you can definitely do it that way. And then you just select your number from there. Then you can do a workflow. You can go here. Not going to concentrate too much on the workflow because it is in beta, right? But you actually can do a campaign from here as well. All right. So we have Marcus is set up. Now let's look at the campaigns. These are some of the campaigns that I'm running. They've made a call already, but I pause it. So what you can do is here, when you create the campaign, let's look at the campaign. You can enter the campaign number. You can select the group that you're going to call from, time zone, select time zone, and the dates of the time you want them to call. You can select the agent who's going to do the outbound calling, and so like that. And then you once you do the campaign, you can actually just upload the actual spreadsheet, and then it'll make the outbound calls for you. Now, what I will say is I've had my experience with I've had my experience with inbound calls. I haven't had any. I'm talking about with other tools. I had my experience with inbound calls, and they were just very robotic. This is one that sounds very, very natural when you call it, and it's very good. I was talking to one of my clients earlier, and I told him, "Hey, call this. Tell me how different this is than some of the other tools." I said, "Yeah, this is very good. It's very smooth, very convincing. Sounds very good." I think to let people know that they are in fact talking to an actual AI. Hey, I have my AI assistant call you back if you want to, right? And then you could see that in the notes, the way that I trained my gnome.ai. So you can use it with gnome, which I like it with a gnome because I can actually do some more qualifying. So I can create these bots to be qualifying, right? Not only qualifying, but add people to the calendar. Now, a couple of things here is they don't have the Google Calendar set up yet. So I went and I did the I think it's cal.calendar. And I set that up because they have a free account, which you can do a lot with their free account, which I was surprised. But their free account, you can do a lot with that, as long as they can book. I'm not really concerned with the branding on the cal or anything like that. But you definitely can set a calendar setup from that. So I called this right when we go back to it, right? I call it my ABC pack because it's always be closing because you have a website and you have a Gnome AI. And so let's go to the website. Let's look at it again. This is the website, first name, email. I'm gonna try to qualify people for this free demo. So I'm gonna get their name, email. I'm using, in this particular case, I'm using VBOUT. Does very good at tracking who the people are and tracking them through your social media profiles. If they came in through LinkedIn, if they came in through Facebook, they came in through Twitter, anything like that. VBOUT does a very, very good job of that. So I want to know who's hitting my landing page and where they're coming from, so I'll know to put more efforts there if I want to run ads or something like that. So I'll use this as a link. This is a, like I said, this is a VBOUT page. So once they hit the submit, it takes them to uh they get the free chat demo here. Personalized, it's telling you about, it's using the chat bot that I built in Gnome. So I can hand them off to Gnome because the minutes may get expensive eventually. So I really want qualified people to make it over to my Dialora. So once I get to the Dialora, then now I can actually qualify them. I can use the chat AI to qualify them. If this is the answer you get, if it's greater than, right? If it's greater than, 100,000, then try to book them for appointment. Um, if it's less than, 100,000, then try to offer a retirement plan. So getting on my calendar, I want you to at least have 250,000, 500,000, right? And so I'm using my Dialoria, depending on the responses that they answer, that they give my Deloria outbound caller, he's going to offer an appointment or he's going to offer a retirement portfolio plan, right? And so that's kind of how I want that to work. So they're going to go here, right? They're going to go here next, and then from here, my chat bot is offering them. It's doing it's a soft pre-qual, but they're getting some answers and stuff that they need here as well. And this is designed to get them into a retirement blueprint as well, right? Um, let me see. And then I get them in here, and then I either run a campaign on them. Let's look at the integrations that they have here. So they have 11 labs, they have Twilio, they have Go High Level, HubSpot, Pipedrive. So I have my cal.com connected. I have my 11 labs connected. I have my Twilio connected in here. It's running pretty darn good too. Um, and then these are the different voices you can connect in here. Because I have my 11 labs hooked up, I get a lot of different voices here. Now let's look at also let's look at here where you have an agency dashboard. So this is my dashboard. This is my workspace. So let's look at now I've switched to the agency dashboard. And so for me, for this particular setup I can do either 10 or 30 agents here. And I actually can, this is my brand here. I put that there and I can set up my different sub accounts here. So when we go back to here, where it's asking you how many sub accounts do you do, 10 or 30. One of the questions I have, since Avi is here, um, are these aggregated? So if I have 30 sub accounts, can I only do 30 AI agents per sub account, or is that just one agent per sub account? Avi. So if you're here, that's a question that I'm gonna need to get answered. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up too. I'm giving you guys this. So the ABC is always be closing, right? That's a term for 24/7 closing clients, getting people on your calendar. So I've already did all the hard work and all the legwork for you guys and setting it up and setting up the integration with 11 Labs, setting, and you can use Make as well, moving into maybe a spreadsheet and then moving it over to a and then having it pick up in a VBOUT and then having VBOUT go and start emailing them and doing those types of things. You can do that as well. So I'll put a link in the description. Again, I'm looking at least a tier 3 or 4 on this because it really doesn't get nice and juicy till you get to the tier 3. So on the tier 4, you're buying the agency plan, you get 30 agents per every sub account. Oh, nice. That's crazy, right? So you get 30 agents per sub account on the tier 4. That's what you're going to get there. So if the ABC pack is now, if you're going to get unlimited on the Gnome, so Gnome you get unlimited. Here you get 30. Even if you took 30 and 30 and you mix the Gnome pack with a chat agent with the voice agent, and you're selling these maybe through your Brilliant Directories pack. Speaking of which, I have a Brilliant Minds mastermind class coming up on how to build a profitable Brilliant Minds, Brilliant Directories. That's coming up. Definitely want to look for that. If you don't have my newsletter, you need to click on the link. I'll put another link to the description of my newsletter, but you'll be able to find out. You'll be one of the first ones to find out when we're doing that as well. But if you take the Gnome, if you had 30 clients on your Gnome pack and your Dialoria pack, that's 30 grand. That's easily 1,000, not even including your setup costs. So you tell people your setup costs, hey, it's $500 or it's $1,000. I'll give you a discount, $750. I'll set up both your Gnome bot and your Dialoria voice bot to make inbound and outbound calls for you. Yeah, that's 30 grand a month in recurring and at least 15 grand in setup costs. So 300 agents at tier 4, that's an amazing deal. Yeah, it is. And I think when people are not, I mean, so yeah, you're getting 300 agents. If you can do 30 per agent times 3 times 30, does it do report on what people are saying? So let's look at this. Let's look at the, that's a pretty good question. Let's go. Let's look at it here. Now, because I haven't gotten into the full, it does give you sentiment. Get back to the dashboard here. A workspace. So what you do is you get customer mood here, right? Does it do report on what people are asking? So I want to ask Avi, since he's here, the question is, does it do reporting on what people are asking? So I think in the call history, yeah, in the call history, you got to kind of go in there. Let me see. You can look at the calls and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure. That's a good question. Avi, So tier 3 is good. I think tier 3 is good, but tier 4, you do get 10. You get 10 subs. So you get 10 subs if that's what you're asking me, Ramsey. You do get 10. So basically, tier 4 gets you 30 agents. Tier 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 3 gets you 10 agents. And so Avi, I guess the question now is, Avi, what they're asking is, hey, do you get a report? I think there's a way you can download the calls or something, Avi. Can you help me out on that? So how do I know what my agents are doing? How do I know they're not going rogue or off? And maybe I want to make my agents, I can train them a little bit better. If you can kind of help me with that one, Avi, if you can, if you can help me with that one, Avi, if you're there, you get 10 subs in tier 3 and tier 4, you get 30 subs. Each sub has 30 agents. Yeah, but so how many subs do I get for the 10 for the tier 3? Do I get 30 agents as well? Let me go back to that. Thanks for being on here, by the way. Oh, so I only get 10 AI agents. Okay, I only get 10 agents for the tier 3. I don't get 30. Go to call history, click on the 3 dots. All right, so let's take a look at that. Man, the co-founders on it, he showed up for me. All right, so go to call history, click on the 3 dots here. All right, view. Oh, nice. And then here's the call recording here. I thought it was there somewhere. So yeah, you can get that there. You can get the full conversation here. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even share the tab. So this is the tab here. You go here. Let me get out of this one. Let me go to the older one that I did. Let me do this one. A view here. All right. So you can the call recording there, the conversation, right? Then you can get the conversation here. Yeah. So now you can tell and you can say, oh, they're asking this question. So let me retrain the agent. Thanks for telling me, Zara. Yeah. Sometimes I got like, you have no idea. I got like 17 screens open right now. It's crazy, but hopefully you guys can see it here. So you should be able to see that. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, so you can see the conversation here, the full conversation. You can get a transcript of it. You can copy and paste it out here, right? Copy it and then paste it into a Google Doc and then try to retrain your outbound or your inbound agents to act better and accordingly. So you can fetch the call here, right? You can fetch the call and listen to the call there. So these are all the calls that it's made so far. Had no answer here. I did do an outbound here, no answer. People didn't pick up, but I was just kind of testing it a little bit. So yeah, this is not. I forgot they had this. I think you showed it to me. I forgot I had that. Yeah, this is nice. Um. So yeah, any other questions? You guys got to give me a thumbs up too, man. Don't leave me out here with YouTube. You guys know how you guys know how they are. So research group on healthy living, you get 8,000 credits for inbound and outbound calls, which is 800 minutes. Call transcription and recording are included in monthly credits. I don't research group on healthy living. What is that? I have no idea what you're saying there, Avi. Uh it's like research group. What is he saying there? What does that mean? Research group on healthy living. You get 8,000 credits for inbound and outbound calling, which is 800 minutes. Okay. Oh, oh, you were talking to somebody. It's like, oh, you were responding to somebody. Okay, got it. So for each client, tier 4, I can have a separate login for each client. That person, I was replying. Okay, got it. I'm trying to follow the chat. Yeah. So the question, I guess the question in Avi is if I set up a sub account, what's the name of the user who has, yeah, no, I got it. So if I set up a sub account, are people seeing my whole dash here? I guess that's the good question that I would have as well. It's like, wait a minute, are people seeing my whole dash? Yes, you can have a separate login for each client, but what do they see? Now, do I have the granular level and say, hey, all you get to see is this, or all you get to see is that? I don't want them in here messing with my stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can mark up and build them whatever rate you want. Because of that part we got. So we got that. But Avi, on what can they see when they log in? I didn't go that far into getting into seeing what they can see. I'm definitely gonna take another spin around the block on this to kind of see what they see. And this ABC always be closing. It's like taking candy from a baby type of setup here. You got your couple of tools here. You got your SMAT leads you can use to reach out to the beauty salons or the restaurants and says, hey, you don't need a person to take reservations. You can do that and then check the reservation calendar for you. You definitely can do that. You can tie that in. Don't see they don't see the agency dash. They see their own dash. Interesting. I want to see how that works. I don't know if I'm gonna do a live demo on that right now. I'm gonna probably come back and do that. I need to see what they see. They don't see the agency dash. All right, cool. That's good to know, right? So they have their own. Now, do we set them up as a reviewer or because what I've noticed, and I think that's a good question that some people may have is some people may say, hey, I don't want you a lot of this stuff you want to be the keeper of the keys. A lot of the people you don't want them to see how the sausage is being made, right? Is That's the best term I can come up with. You don't want them to see how it's made. They just know you can do it for them. And a lot of people that don't know about a lot about AI or AI tools or AI chatbots, they don't want to know. So you still can set up a lot of that stuff and do that stuff for them. And then you just say, hey, if you go in, you log in and you can download your calls and so on and so forth like that. So can you share your affiliate link so I can order using your link? Absolutely. I'll share my affiliate link. I didn't know you guys would be that excited about my ABC always be closing. Another thing is, right, you guys may not know this, but I met with Avi and I picked his brain. I met with a CTO. I says, listen, before I make this into a hack pack, before I do a live hack pack demonstration, I need to know if this is done. Can you do this? Can you do that? Because if people are going to ask, I kicked the tires on this, people. I'm not gonna lie. This is a serious tool. And I ran it up against one of my older tools, just so you guys know. I ran it up against one of my older tools, and this tool is kicking butt. So here is my affiliate link. Don't do less than a tier 3. Do a tier 3. I think when you get inside, you're gonna find out how good it is, and you're gonna probably want to do a tier 4, but you definitely can get away with a tier 3. To me, an investment would be a tier 4. So you'd have those 30 sub accounts. You make that back hand over fist, right? The reason why I say that is because you're gonna have people that's gonna come on. So let me tell you how this is gonna work, right? Let me clear my screen here. All right, so let me tell you how this is going to work. And this is how I've set it up, right? And at the same time, I want you guys to see, I'm going to put in the link in the description. I'm going to put in the comments of this particular video. I am going to start coming to you guys once a week on Fridays to more of an office hours or to more, we're going to have discussions on the tools that I talked about on my Monday Madness. And we're going to dive into them a little bit deeper. I'm going to give you guys techniques and ways to deploy them. So I do have my own private community that I run, and that's for Hackpack 4 or more. But I am going to have something set up for you guys can come to my office hours. And so I am going to put a link in there for that. And these are the types of things that I talk about. This is how you would deploy this. So when you initially roll it out, you're not going to charge top dollar. And the reason why is because you still got to work some kinks out. So the last thing somebody wants to do is be charged top dollars and everything doesn't work like you planned or anticipated to work. I've learned from this. Anybody that I'm coaching, anybody that's in my communities, I always share what I've learned and best practices. You're going to roll this out. You're going to give people discounts. Say I normally charge 1,000. I normally charge 500. I'm going to set it up for you for 250. And you don't want people to be bent out of shape for paying all this money and the things are not working right. And it because whenever they say, well, this is not working, that's not working, remember, I told you I'm beta testing this. That's the reason why I gave you a discount. So they're not mad at it, right? And they're not mad. So that's the reason why I'm not charging you 1,000, right? And so that's the one of the things, right? And this is so you guys will know how to roll this out. So then you're gonna, because the initial people that get into your beta test of doing this, they're not going to be with you forever. Some will be with you forever, but they're not going to be with you forever. So by the time you get 10 clients in and say you're running 30, you're going to know the other 20 coming in behind them are going to have to pay more because you got the kinks worked out in it. So so that's one of the things that you're going to learn from that. So as I start meeting with you guys once a week, I'm going to meet once a week. You're going to pay, it's a subscription base. So I think it's around $8 or $9 a month. You can show up every single week if you want. You can show up once, or if there's a particular tool you want to know something about, we can go into the archives. So Jenny, how are you using Agency Handy? How are you using Brilliant Directories? What's my strategy on that? I'm going to allow you guys to pick my brain once a week. So that should be starting. I think it's going to start this Friday. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. I'm giving you guys a juice list. We are halfway done with 2025, right? We're halfway through 2025. We're going the times are going to be changing, the economics, the dynamics. We may be going into a period of economic contraction, right? The economy is going to get a little bit tighter. People are going to want more bang for their buck. I want to put you guys in a position to win, whether the economy is growing or whether the economy is shrinking. The tool that we're talking about is we're actually not talking about a tool per se. We're talking about my ABC pack, which is my always be closing pack, which includes gnome.ai and Daloria. That's what it's including. You'll probably have to catch the replay on this, but basically what I did was I showed people. Let me just do a quick recap. Do you guys got any questions? So I am going to give you guys access to me, I think starting this Friday around the same time. So it'll be around the same time as this. So I'm going to give you guys access to me every week, once a week. We're going to hop on something like this. It won't be live streamed. It'll be very private, personal. And if it's just one person on there, I'm going to answer all their questions. Hey, what about this tool? How do I deploy this tool? What price should I charge for this? I'm like, all right, cool. You mix that tool with this tool, put a funnel together, drop a website on the top. The reason why you want to drop a website on the top is because you can do this. You can pre-screen and do all that. I'm going to give you all the best practices for all these different tools, right? So that's what you're going to get with and I we call my chat. Actually, I'm going to show you. I think you can get to it now. Yeah, I think you can get to it now. So let me just go back over kind of what we talked about here. So the strategy is essentially you're going to run a website, which I kind of told people you're going to run your website to ABC close, always be closing. You're going to run a website. For me in particular, I'm running a website here. I'm going to get a name and an email here. Once I get this, they're going to automatically go inside the back end of my my VBOUT. My VBOUT is going to automatically put them on an email drip campaign automatically here. But if they want to get into the chat, then they're going to get into the chat. The chat is designed to pre-qualify them, meaning that A1, you can get on Jenny's calendar, or 2, you can have someone call you back, ask you additional information to make it to Jenny's calendar, or if you want to be strongly considered, then my chat bots are designed to kind of get the information from you and see if you make it to my calendar. And then I use my Dalora, right? And I have one of the agents here that I've created, and you can create your own agent to do outbound calls, and I have that agent call you, or inbound calls. So if it depends on, if it's more money, then I want to call you, right? If it's a pre-qual, then I'll have them make a call to you by uploading a spreadsheet into here, and it goes through and it makes all the calls for you, right? Or you can just have inbound calls here, or you want to set this up as a 24/7 calling machine. One of the things I even shared with you guys when I was talking about Gnome.ai is how the booking beauty salons, my wife was trying to book an appointment. She wanted to get her hair done. None of them allowed you. They were very robotic, and they're like, hey, pick this appointment, pick that appointment. You know, she wanted to get a perm done, but she wanted to get her nails done too. Oh, if you want to get your nails done too, you have to log out, you have to log in somewhere else to get the nails done. No, this booking agent is going to book everything for you and put everything on the booking calendar. If you have Traft, right? I have 200 agency count accounts in Traft. If I sold, man, I just came up with that. Dang, I'm good. If I used my SMAT leads, find all the clients here in this particular area that needed a beauty salon, set them up with a Traft account, tie my Traft account in with the webhooks, tie that in. I could book people's calendars. People would never run out of clients because I can pre-qualify them and move them to your booking calendar. And using the Traft, yeah, that's easily 1,000 a month. I could charge people for that. Definitely could charge people that for that. So let me show you. Are you guys good? So Obvious here. Obvious, the co-founder, he wanted to join in. He's going to do a live. He's joining in tomorrow. So tune back in tomorrow, same time, same bat channel, and he's going to be on. So the founder will be on tomorrow. So he's going to come on. So Obvious here now. He stopped in today. He's going to come on tomorrow. Make sure you guys use my link. If you want me to continue to bring you this juice, you got to use my link. It's not going to cost you anything, right? Use the link. I would do a tier 3. I wouldn't do anything less than a tier 3, right? Now, if you would have followed my Sleeping Beauty pack that I did a week ago, you'd have enough money now to buy the full stack of this, right? So I have another pack coming out, but that's the blue light special. So the blue light special is coming out. The blue light special is designed to make you recurring revenue. It's designed to make you recurring revenue. If that is done right, you should make anywhere between 5 to 8 grand a month using the blue light special. So that's coming. So make sure you guys tune into the channel. Make sure you on my newsletter. If you want to see these specials, if you don't want to miss out, right? You could either go Hack Pack 4 here and you'll get most of everything. Let me show you guys. This is, if you see this agency in action, if you see this agent in action, you guys are going to go bananas. Yeah, I mean, literally. Let me see. All right. So I'm going to put the link in there for this. This is livechat.ltdstreets.com, livechat.ltdstreets.com. I'll drop that in there. This is where you can meet every Friday. I'm going to be showing up for you guys every Friday. Jenny, I need to deploy this, right? Not going to have people hogging. I'm just going to be throwing out strategies like, hey, this is how you launch this. This is how I've launched this in the past. This is easier for brilliant directories. This is how you build your brilliant directories. These are the gotchas in brilliant directories, right? This is using a sale done store. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. This is how you get people into your ecosystem. This is this tool we talked about, the Dialoria. This is what I found out. This is a good way to deploy that. I picked up 2 clients using this. So if you want the use cases up close and personal, then you're going to want to, let me put that here. Did I share this screen? Yeah, you guys should be able to see this. This is what I'm going to be doing. This is called my digital growth chat every Friday. I'm going to be showing up for you. My Hack Pack 4 and above, I always give them stuff. I got to figure out the coupon codes on this. So anybody that's part of my Hack Pack 4 and above, I'll be putting inside the Hack Pack community up here on YouTube. I'm going to be telling you guys how you can get the coupon code. You guys can just show up for that for free. But most of my Hack Pack 4 people know how to reach me. Most of them are in my communities. They can connect with me, and I'm able to just work with them all the time. This is for the people I'm not really a subscriber. I don't know if I really want to subscribe to your channel, which I have a lot of people. I think only 20% of the people. So you see, I have almost 4,000 subscribers. Only I get maybe 15% of those people are active, and maybe 2% of those people are subscribers. So my point I'm making is, if you want to get value out of my channel, right? Because it is getting hard out here in these LTD streets. You want to start growing. You want to start taking tools off the shelf and making your money. Because again, if you would have deployed my Sleeping Beauty pack, you'd have enough money now this week to come back and double down and invest in a Deloria um, full stack here. So now you have both the Deloria and the full stack of Gnome.ai. That's 15, 20 grand a month. Sounds easy, right? But when you think of the numbers, that's really what you can have. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people don't have a lot of people don't have the knowledge to even do this stuff. Can I get a head start? I got a full stack of Push Lab growth. I'm considering refunding and getting a number of ventures because I'm still quite small. What are your thoughts? You starting early? So let me tell you what you're going to get. So that's a good question, right? I would never in a million years get rid of a full stack Push Lab growth. That is one of my top 5 tools of the year. And these are the things that I'm going to be starting to share with you guys. So I would never get rid of a full, and here's the reason why, because Push Lab growth gives you the ability to build a multi-level marketing empire. The reason why people love what is it called? What is the name of that? What is the name of that company? You guys know the name of that company. What are they called? Let me see if I can remember the name of them. Go High Level. The reason why Go High Level, the reason why School is so popular now, the reason why Go High Level is so popular now, because they have the multi-level marketing affiliate. I wouldn't do that. I would find you need to go drive Uber or something like that. Do not do that. That's not a worthy trade. I would not give up my Push Lab growth. I'm giving that to you. I'm paying it forward that you would subscribe to my Jenny chat coming up this Friday. I'm paying it forward. I would not in a million years give up my Push Lab growth. Now, Freddie's on here. I think Freddie's on here. I think Sharif is on here. I think Big Cavs World is on here. You guys tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. Would I give up a multi-level marketing affiliate program? You might say, well, how much money can I make? There's no ceiling, right? There's no ceiling. So that guy, you're going to have to dig for it, man. What about ventures? I don't know. So Freddie, am I lying? Freddie, tell him. Freddie. So Freddie's here because Freddie and I, we be on the same length. And you have a multi-level marketing affiliate program, which is clean. You just haven't deployed it yet. The reason why you haven't deployed it yet, because you don't really have any systems, right? Now, what you could do is take the ventures and then create a system around that, then deploy the Push Lab growth. Now your bank account is crazy. He say never ever give up the future. Oh, that's too funny. Don't give it up, man. Don't give up that Push Lab. I'm telling you, you will never see a tool like that ever on AppSumo. Ever. There'll be another ventures, right? MIMs are beasts. If you multi-level marketings are beast. If you get your percentages right, everybody's eating. Like everybody's eating. Dude, do not. I'm gonna beg AppSumo, right? I'm not saying I got any pull because I don't, right? I can probably toss it out there, but I'm gonna tell them to bring Push Lab growth back because I don't think people really. You got to see that thing in motion. You got to see it in motion before because you're buying the future. When you buy that, you're investing in the future. You're investing in the future when you buy Push Lab growth. The reason why you don't see the value of Push Lab growth now is the same reason why I didn't see how powerful affiliate marketing was when I first started out. It's like, how powerful is affiliate marketing? Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up on this. So you guys like what I'm showing you guys here. So this, I'm telling you guys, this is This tool, let me see. Yeah, MLM, I'm telling you, man, it's a beast. So here's a tool here. This is your tool for this week. This is probably going to be my Wednesday winner. It's pretty close. I'm gonna look and see what else they got, but this, for the amount of money I can make money. If I loaded a spreadsheet right now, first name, last name, phone number, I can just load it. Right. I'm trying to get it to where my webhooks and all this stuff. I didn't really have time. I wanted to show you guys some other stuff. I'm gonna come back, but I wanted to at least give you, this is the elementary pieces of the ABC. If you see me do an ABC hack pack part 2, I think I'm gonna charge for that one, but I'm giving you guys this one for free today. This is my ABC, always be closing. So I can close with my agents. These are voice agents, or I can close with my chat agents using Gnome. Put them together, you'll always be closing. I can hit you anywhere. I can get you with a chat. I can have the chat direct you over and have one of my I told my chat bot in Gnome, the chat bot in Deloria is called Jay. I told my chat bot in Gnome, hey, do you want Jay to give you a call? So as soon as Jay from Gnome passes the information to Dilora, hi, this is Jay giving you a call. Wanted to call you, check and see how you're doing. How you doing today? Doing well. Well, first thing I wanted to do is let you know this call is being recorded. I'm having my chat bot tell you all of this, and then he's closing, he's qualifying you, and then he passes you to my calendar. I've tested all of this. My handoffs on my Gnome, I got to get down because there's a couple more things. I was trying to get the coding right to get that down. That's going to be a little bit. So now I kind of got to do it manually, right? It's okay, but I still got to do it manually right now, the way I wanted to do it, because I wanted to be seamless. So I got to do a little bit more programming. So the play is, right? The play is this as we kind of wrap up. Let's get out of here on this. So I can use make for all of these. So I can have my Gnome. Gnome has make. They have a make direct connection to make. So we'll put that here. So I wanted to link it up with my other product. So I think it's Make II. So what I wanted to do, and this is the stuff I'll be doing if you're going to meet with me on Fridays, right? If you're going to meet with me on Fridays, so right now there is no direct integration between Gnome and Dilora. So right now I could either send it to Gnome, send it to Make, or send it to a spreadsheet, right? Google Sheet. We'll call it Google. We'll call it Google Doc here, right? So I can go, not Google Doc. What is it? A Google Sheet, not a Google Doc. I can send it to a Google Sheet here, and I can do it manually. I'm trying to get it automated. I'm gonna dial that in, get it, so I can do it like that. I can make the outbound calls there, do it like that. And no matter what I do, people are gonna, if they're qualified, they're gonna end up on my calendar. Right? They're gonna end up on my calendar, no doubt. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. This is some good juice, man. These are how my Fridays are gonna be. So you're gonna want to be in on my Fridays. They're gonna be fire. So right now, that's livechat.ltdstreets.com. You can get in on that. I'm going to be bringing some juice for an hour every Friday. And this is really about, you got a tool this week. Let's deploy it. Let's talk about the pros and cons of it, so on and so forth. So we're going to have an army of affiliates then spend tons of money on ads. This guy, Freddie knows. So Freddie, since Freddie spoke up, Freddie is going to be joining me. We're going to do a Brilliant Minds. It's called our Brilliant Minds Mastermind. If you have brilliant directories, you do not want to miss this. So again, you need to be on my newsletter because we're going to do a Brilliant Directories it is, your mind is going to be blown. Brilliant Directories, to me, is the only tool you can buy today and earn $1 like tomorrow, right? Like tomorrow. Or you, the reason why I say tomorrow is because it can take you a whole day to set up a Brilliant Directories like you really want it. But literally, people run around here with Brilliant Directories on the shelves. It's got so much dust on it, right? They're like, whew, and you're blowing. There's money. People are looking for money to buy. People are right now scrambling. People are scrambling right now, trying to figure out how they can afford a tier 4 Dialora. I keep messing up the name. Dialora. They're trying to figure that out. I got to work on that name. They're trying to figure that out right now when all they had to do was deploy a Brilliant Directory. So Freddie and I are going to be working with you guys and getting that down. We're going to do a masterclass on that. That's going to be like a 2-hour masterclass. That's going to be juice, right? So you can use Make to add the details to a spreadsheet called J or Marcus. Then if that can be done off of that sheet, wow, yeah, you can do that. You can literally do that. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't want to show you guys all of the juice today, but let me I gotta get out of here too, man. I gotta get out of here. All right, so let me go back. Let me see here. So let me share this tab. Let me get you guys out. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. Make sure you guys use my links, right? Because nobody's giving you the juice like me. I'm sorry. There's people showing you tools, but there's people giving you juice. I'm giving you guys a Jenny juice. Why? Because I need you to be able to make money. Because if you're able to make money, you can continue to buy more tools. You continue to use the Jenny juice button. You're never running out of money. So if you're not running out of money, I can continue to do this. Or like most of the people that really know me closely, I can continue to start growing all of my other communities that I have going on, right? Oh, that's my blue light special. I don't want to give you guys that one right now. You're not ready for that one. That's a whole nother. So this is how you would have them make the calls. And I think you asked about this, Big Kev, is you create the campaign. So when you create the campaign, then you create the campaign name, the agent you want to call, and then you upload the list. You go right here and you do your contacts list, and then you upload the list. And you upload and it says, call the people on this list. Use this outbound agent, call the people on this list. Done. This is sick. I'm telling you. So I'm signed up to the chat and my BD is full stack, is waiting for that juice. Dude, that guy, you're sitting on money trying to return full stack. I'm not going to hold that against you. Please, I'm going to delete his part. I don't want anybody to know that he wanted to give up full lap growth. I'm going to talk to AppSumo. I want them to come back at least for Black Friday. So you guys can get that. And you get it full stack and use the Jenny Juice button. Are you guys good? I think you guys are good. Avi, are you still here? Avi, you still here? All right. So yeah. Hey, Freddie's part of my inner circle. So Freddie's got that juice. So me and Jet, by the time Freddie and I get done with you guys in Brilliant Directories, you guys will be like, man, I owe them a debt of gratitude. Because your Brilliant Directories will never be the same. Because Brilliant Directories is they give you a lot of the setup stuff because it's so big, right? Brilliant Directories is this freaking big, but the juice to squeeze out of it, to get clients in, right? To pull people down from your SMAT leads, to connect the agency handy on the back end, or to get people into ventures on the, that's going to come from myself and Freddie. We got you guys. All right. So Avi's here. Hey, listen, Avi's going to be on tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. And you can be able to pick his brain, but you're going to pick it up tonight, or you're going to pick it up now, and you're going to be able to go through it, and you're going to have some questions. We're going to answer those questions for you guys. So again, use my link. Don't leave me out here. Don't have me bring you guys the juice and you're not using my link. Come on, man. You going to other people's channels? I don't care about you going to other people's channels. Nobody's giving you the hack packs. I gave you guys a hack pack today for free. Hack packs cost now. There's a lot of thought and concept goes in. Please ask him to come back to AppSumo. Oh, full lap? I'm gonna ask him. I am. I asked. They honored one of my wishes. It surprised me. I said, everybody wants this tool. Everybody wants this tool. And the people came back, but they were back for like 24 hours. I kid you, Matt. I kid you not. I forget what tool was that. I can't remember the tool, but I said, hey, please bring this tool back. Please bring this tool back. And they brought it back for like 24 hours. So you got to get my newsletter. You guys got to subscribe to my channel. You got to hit the ring notification, because I don't want people to don't be like Sister Soldier. She ain't out there right now. I'm going to put her on blast. But she'd be like, I didn't even know. You didn't even tell me. I was like, dude, I sent like 15 notices, right? She always gets mad when she's not here. I got agency handy as well. Clearly, I need you and Freddie. Oh, no, you need us. So you'll be on it. So Freddie, we got at least one person that's going to be on our Brilliant Minds Masterclass, building out a $1 million empire with Brilliant Directories. I mean, not Brilliant Directories. Yeah, Brilliant Directories. Yeah. And we got at least one person. So he said he's going to come. So you make sure you're there. So I'll bring that back. So, hey, you guys have been great. I got to get off here, man. I got to go make some more money. I got to sell some of these Deloria and Gnome.ai packages. I'm telling you, this is easy money. I'm telling you, easy money. All right. So again, if you want to get in on my office hours, my live chats, we're talking about tools that week. We're going to talk a little bit more about this week. The founder is going to be on tomorrow. Avi's going to show up. We're going to pick his brain on what the idea and the concept behind this. This is nicely done. And I will tell you this before I leave. I ran this up against one of the tools I bought last year. This tool is by far way better. All right. That's all I'm saying. The other one's not bad, but you got to connect the knee bone to the elbow bone, to the toe bone, to the eye bone, to the jaw bone to make that one kind of do what you needed to do. One thing they had of you guys, Avi, and I need you to know this, they did have Google calendar. I needed to check my Google calendars. So I need you to do that. I need you to get that. You need to get that Google Connect. Right now we have the Cal Connect. We need to get that Google Connect, work on that, Avi, and work on Pabbly Connect as well for the webhooks. Hey, you guys have been great. You guys, can I leave my link? Let me leave my link one more time, because I think some people. So if you're going to pick it up, tier 3 at least. Wait a minute. Where's my link? Oh, let me give you guys my link. You guys should have my link on speed dial now. Come on, people. You guys been running with me for a while here. I got to get off here, man. I got to go make some money. I got another appointment. One of my other clients here. But this is my link. That link right there that is my, what do we call? That's my permanent link. So if you want to take that and put in a Google Doc, or you want to save it to a, that's my permanent link. So that is the link. That is the link that you always use to pick up anything. Adrian is at a house. Adrian, I've been missing you. Adrian. I haven't heard from you. All right. We're almost there. Google Cal is coming next week, and Pabbly Connect, we've started working on it. Did you do that for me? I just gave you that. See, I'll be looking out for, hey, you guys know if I connect with these founders, we can build the perfect tool for everybody. I just mentioned it to him this week, and I said, dude, you guys need Pabbly. He says, hey, I got you. Right, I got you. So they're starting work on it. That should be ready by the end of this month. Man. Wow. Using your link for tier 4. Hey, get the tier 4, man. I'm telling you won't be sorry. I've been working with Avi, kind of dug into it. Talk to their tech support team, talk to this. This is a very, very good tool. I've already showed you guys. All right. So I got some bad news. The bad news is when I fully deploy my ABC, I'll probably be retired by the end of this year. Full disclosure. I will be retired because I will always be closing with the ABC pack, full Gnome, unlimited Gnome, 30. Now, let me ask you this, Avi. Let me ask you this. If I wanted to, do you have a back end where if I get the 30, now they're probably not going to do that because AppSumo doesn't work like that. It doesn't work where you can buy more affiliate packs or more windows. I know once you leave AppSumo, that's something that you want to offer, because I'm sure it's in AppSumo's best interest for you to stay in business. But if I want to buy more seats, I should be able to do that. Let's talk about that. We might need to talk offline. And it's not a violation or anything like that. It's just that Absuma wants you to stay in business because they don't want to be trying to refund anybody because you went out of business. But I want to have it where I can buy more seats from you. I pay you whatever that is, whether it's a monthly recurring or something like that. Then we need to talk about that because I can see this. I'll be retired by the end of the year. I probably won't be dealing with you or AppSumo. I'll just be honest with you. Because if I roll out this 24/7 ABC, always be closing pack, mix that in with my Sleeping Beauty pack, mix that in with my Blue Light Special pack, I'm done, man. I'm done. All right. No, so you guys, hey, you guys have been great, man. I got to get out of here. I'll be retired. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. This is some serious juice today. I did it live, gave it to you guys. You guys have been great. See you guys. Goodbye for now.